David Bowie discography. The discography of English singer-songwriter David Bowie 1947-2016 consists of 27 studio albums including 9 UK #1 albums, 21 live albums, 46 compilation albums including 2 UK #1 albums, 10 extended plays EP, 128 singles including 5 UK #1. Bowie also released 28 video albums and 72 music videos. Bowie's debut release was the 1964 single Liza Jane by Davy Jones and the King Bees. He released 2 more singles in 1965 under the names of the Manish Boys and Davy Jones and the Lower Third. His first release using the name David Bowie was the 1966 single Can't Help Thinking About Me, which was released with the Lower Third. Bowie's next single, Do Anything You Say, also released in 1966, was the first release by simply David Bowie. Bowie released 4 more singles and his debut album, David Bowie, but the first success in the United Kingdom was with the 1969 single Space Oddity. The single reached number 5 on the UK singles chart after it was released 5 days before the Apollo 11 moon mission. In 1975 the single was re-released. It became the first of Bowie's #1 singles on the UK singles chart. Bowie released 3 more albums: David Bowie 1969, The Man Who Sold the World 1970, and Hunky Dory 1971, before he eventually made it onto the UK albums chart with The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars 1972, which peaked at number 5. Following the success of Ziggy Stardust, sales of Hunky Dory improved, and it eventually peaked at number 3 in the UK in 1973. RCA re-released the 1969 David Bowie under the title Space Oddity and The Man Who Sold the World, which reached numbers 17 and 26 in the UK respectively, but the last one reached number 21 after Bowie's death in 2016. Bowie released 9 more studio albums with RCA, all of which reached the top 5 of the UK albums chart, of which Aladdin Sane 1973, Pin Ups 1973, Diamond Dogs 1974, and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps 1980 reached the #1 position. His 1975 RCA album, Young Americans, included his first #1 US single Fame, which was co-written by John Lennon, who also performed on the album, and Carlos Aloma. He then released 3 solo studio albums with EMI Let's Dance 1983, whose title track became his first single to reach #1 in both the United Kingdom and the United States, Tonight 1984, and Never Let Me Down 1987. Let's Dance and Tonight reached #1 on the UK albums chart, while Never Let Me Down reached number 6. The success of Let's Dance revitalized Bowie's back catalogue. Throughout the summer of 1983, he had multiple albums on the UK albums chart. This peaked on 16 July that year, with 10 entries, a figure bettered only by Elvis Presley. In 1989, Bowie created the rock group Tin Machine, who released a self-titled album with EMI. Although Tin Machine reached number 3 on the UK albums chart, it did not sell well, and Bowie and EMI did not renew their contract. Tin Machine Roman II followed in 1991 on London Records, and, only reaching number 23 in the UK, was Bowie's worst charting album since the 1973 re-release of The Man Who Sold the World. Continuing as a solo artist, Bowie's next album, Black Tie White Noise 1993, reached the #1 position on the UK albums chart. Bowie released a further 7 studio albums, all of which have reached the top 10 in the UK. Released after a 10-year hiatus, The Next Day 2013 was Bowie's first UK chart-topping album since Black Tie White Noise 1993. Bowie released his final album, Black Star, on 8 January 2016, his 69th birthday and 2 days before his death on 10 January. The album debuted at #1 in the UK and became Bowie's first album to reach #1 on the Billboard 200 in the US and went gold. In 2012, Bowie was ranked 9th best-selling singles artist in United Kingdom, with 10.6 million singles sold. As of January 2016, Bowie has sold 12.9 million singles in Britain. In a period of 24 months since his death, 5 million records were sold in UK, 3.1 million singles and 2 million albums. Studio albums, live albums, official releases, TV and radio, compilation albums, 1970s compilations, 1980s compilations, 1990s compilations, 2000s compilations, 2010s compilations, box sets, soundtracks, extended plays, singles, 1960s singles, 1970s singles, 1980s singles, 1990s singles, 2000s singles, 2010s and 2020 singles, goals, promotional singles, other appearances, studio contributions, live contributions, guest appearances, remixes and alternate versions, music videos and films. This section gives an overview of music video singles, music video films and compilations, live music films and music documentaries. Music videos. This subsection in posthumous music video singles lists music videos that were prepared to accompany single releases. See the subsection titled Music Video Films for projects where music videos were originally conceived as films, a single video in a wider filmic setting, or collection of music videos produced as a single project, or an amalgam of both, and the subsection titles Music Video Compilations for audio-visual releases that were compiled from video music singles for later release. Music video films. This subsection of music videos lists audio-visual releases that were originally conceived as films, that is, a single video in a wider filmic setting or collection of music videos produced as a single project, or an amalgam of both. Live TV films. Live TV films are concerts staged specifically for TV broadcast. Live concert films. Live concert films are tour concerts filmed for TV broadcast, cinema release, and or the home video market. Music videos and films compilations. This subsection of music videos lists audio-visual releases that were compiled from video music singles and live TV and concert performances, and films. Music documentary films. Other video and television appearances.